Well, it sent me another notification saying I was live on my channel.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Michael Thomas is one for the try to hit.
Following the fumble recovery, Gannon.
But he's not open.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
To number 80.
Andre Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on first down. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quarterback sacked by Michael Strahan.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
At their own 45-yard line.
Andre Johnson and company gearing up as they work their way back onto the field. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. And incomplete. And he knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Johnson.
From 13 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A throw over the middle taken in. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
And 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Allen. And the Raiders have got him. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a 1 Charles, and I think operating within that offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run on 1st down. It's George. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, Gannon. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And here comes Diggs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Allen on first and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 36-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's George, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes Diggs. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Looking for a daggone sock. Sock in here at least. Maybe not. Put all this shit back. I don't want to leave it on the floor. Huh. Well, there goes that bright idea. I know there ain't no socks in here. Maybe. No, that's not a sock. All right. I'll look somewhere else. There are a lot of ones I can see. Socks anywhere, right? In this basket. Yep. Ooh. Where's the other one? Right there. Badal. Socks, baby. Let's put these bad boys on because my feetsies is cold.
With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here's Smith to return it.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48.
Michael Thomas.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
That was absolutely a letdown or a breakdown in coverage because what I saw was cover 3. Both corners having an outside third each. A safety should be in the middle. And when they threw the ball across the middle, the safety was nowhere to be found, and a big play resulted.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 24. Operating from the gun. Gannon, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be
Get the hell out of
here. Snags it for the pick.
Really?
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
5 yards on the carry.
Look
Good
at that.
pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go with Abdullah again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Now, he is not going to get
Sam
the
Mills
first
knocked
down.
his head off.
Spot this at about the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keyshawn Johnson, 46 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now Abdullah, the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds
I missed him. I had him lined up with Mills, and then I don't know what
10
happened.
more there and another first down.
Wrong angle.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
49-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They run with Abdullah. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to do it with...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game.
This is caught inside the 15. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Quentin Jammer is a good buy. I should have jumped on that one, huh? Now I'm torn between Jammer and Breland. I think I'm gonna go with Jammer. You okay? Huh? You okay? Huh? Miss Daddy, are you okay? Just checking on you. I hear you over here coughing. Oh, it's only 8:30. I don't really want to play this anymore either. I'm gonna go maybe something to eat and play something else. I will be back.